Hello and welcome. Right, I am setting those on and I'm going to go straight into a time lapse. I'm going to try flying. Yeah, it's sometimes nice to look from a different vantage point from all the others, so I'm going to, say my words and then I'm going to stop recording and then I'm going to get in position and then we're going to see, and if it looks awful I'm going to come down and get back in normally. Just going to wait to make sure these two, because last time I did this, when I did a flying one, it was, oh, which one was it on? It was on the American map, and its name escapes me at present. And the harvesters clashed instantly, and I had to fly straight down. So I'm going to make sure that these beasts are actually going to start before we get cracking. Our cotton harvesters are normally good, and these weren't only 10 to 15,000; they were 25,000 each, which is why the money is as low as it is now. So, but I still stick to what I said. The field gets done a lot quicker. Oh, look at that cotton. It's so two-dimensional. Oh, I don't, well, if you look, but you can see the crack. You can where it's put together as well, but it looks flat. It really does look flat unless you look. Yeah, there's a couple you can see the rounded bits, but then you can see like a crack where the join is. So it's unfortunately probably the worst graphics, but you do sometimes have to like stand in your field like this and see if these are okay. Come on, for heaven's sake. Oh, I think we're all right. I think that's the important bit there. Yeah, in getting into action. The other one's already in. Let's check. Yes, we are in business. Right, that's the right. And this is the left. Oh, we don't want that at all. Right, come on. Right, I'm happy with that. I am going to get in position and restart the cameras. So I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. that is us done. That did better than I thought. When I was like halfway through, I thought, we may get like two and a partial, yeah, and one more partial, but actually we did far better. Almost 4 bales, so that is quite phenomenal. We are literally, as I say, going to go through till, yeah, I wonder actually, I've not spent an awful lot of time on these. Let's give the shop a ring and ask them to pick the 2 harvesters up before we get charged anymore, and then it really will become rather a bad sort of thing. But I think it's not been a massive session, because this is going to be time-lapsed. It really is. So we're going to grab these off, but we're going to leave these till later. Yeah, yeah, we've got everything here. No, I know, let's load them up. Otherwise it makes a travesty of grabbing everything here. Yeah, it does. Let's go and have we got that? Yes, it is all properly. We'll grab the telehandler, stick these on as I have done on many a thing. Yeah, I've never. Well, it's not because I don't want to use the proper. It's just that the bales go sideways on these absolutely perfectly. A trick that another content creator did a long time ago, and it works an absolute. Why am I losing all forward momentum? Yeah, weird glitchy stops. Let's stick this here, and yeah, we've got assist, but we do need to, if we're going to do it sideways. No, we can do it with the telehandler, I suppose. Right, let's get these loaded, and then I'm going to go. Or do I do what I said? Yeah, do you know something? I will. I'm going to get another session, because the last session's going to be like totting up and all that type of stuff, where I have to stop and start and all that type of things. So it is a little, yeah, it's going to be longer than a normal session. So I think there's a lot of digestate. We'll go and check. I hope I remember, because I often say things like that, and then in editing I think, yeah, but you didn't do that. So you didn't pop and yeah. I say, oh, we'll just have a look at the fields in a minute, and I don't. So yes, I'm hoping that I actually remember to do this. Yeah, these are amazing. You could do this in FS19 as well. Which is, I think, where I was taught the trick by somebody else. Absolutely, I cannot claim any. Yeah, and this is what I was on about, the pushing thing. This is perhaps the thing that made me realise about this type of physics. There's no way that this could stretch, but you can partially lean, and then you can do that. Now that weight would drag me to the floor if it wasn't obviously suspended. He says it's not actually touching. Yeah, but it is funny. It is true. It isn't touching, but it is. Yeah, it's like the physics don't quite. Oh, they're not perfect, but they are good. Right, I would say that's not far off. And then what I used to do next is you would use the other one to push it further along, and it does work very well with cotton bales. Just got to make sure they're on fairly. That's not quite. There's a tiny touch more to the right on that one than there is. Yeah, it's not quite. I don't know why it always does that with the door. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sure you will probably know why it always does that with the door. It's yes. Well, I'm not always that keen on the door opening where you can manually open things, and when you have to cycle through lots of things on your tools. Because it seems to do silly things like that then, and then you've got to open a menu as a content creator to find it, because it's not something you use all the time, and yeah, I just find it counterproductive. Right, concentrate, because this is not, yeah, lift it slightly, it's about as good as you're going to get it. I think it's the next one that pushes really well. Now, back a little, not quite square, it's not far off, and then put it down and push it forwards. Yeah, I know it's pushing me backwards, but in a minute I'm going to go forwards, and ooh, it's pushing a little off square. Oh, that's not bad. Right, smash it. Yeah, the next one manages to push that quite a bit, as long as we're not. Yeah, it's true. Right, let's strap these down. Now I think this is another one where it won't let you strap. Yeah, I'm sure FS19 did used to let you do that, but you can't reach the straps. But obviously you can do it from inside, which is fantastic. Yeah. Right, let's move this. Ooh. Now then, is that lifting my front wheels? Is that why I'm getting no traction? This is why I used to put bales on the back of this. Not these kind of bales, but normal bales. For a bit of weight, it pushes the front end down. It's oh, it's because I'm dragging the telehandler as well. Yeah, we've strapped the telehandler. Dragging dead weight as well. Okay, let's release the straps for a moment and release our poor captive telehandler. Pull the boom in, and yeah, we shall follow. I know, I'm hopefully that the AI worker will shut the door, because he may know he's happy with it open as well. He's not bothered. Right, now let's see if we can get a little bit more traction. But it is true, I still do stick to that. It has got a good... That's why I like this type of... This back was made for this particular type of truck and works very well. But even this, yes, I mean, well, you consider the weight of that is quite tremendous. So yes, let's stick these last two on, and then... Yeah, now this is going to be out of action till... Yeah, well, I don't think we're going to need the trailer, really. Do we stick this one? No, we'll crack on as we have been doing. It works. Come on, slow coach. Right, okay. Yeah, we'll try that again, and hopefully we won't push it too much out of whack. Now, oh, I've got to unstrap it though. Otherwise, you ain't going out. You are not going anywhere at that point. Right. Let's get this right, and we'll stick the last one on. Yeah, you can do it sideways, but I think that is, when you consider true physics, or can you? Can't remember. Let's have a go. I'm sure you can do end as well. You know, you can literally grab it at the end. I'm sure I have done that too, but I always think that's of the two methods. It's partially believable, but the weight on the front end, physics-wise, if you did this... Yeah, let's try and get it central though, because I'm sure that would be very unforgiving in... Let's get it square-ish. Yeah, I just find that... Mind you, I suppose it's cotton. How heavy is that? It's as heavy as we are. And with that kind of weight ratio, even though there's a very low centre of gravity and all the rest, I don't believe that. My mind always says that's not believable. This, you are using snowshoes type physics where it's going to the side and you're not literally lifting. The squareness is doing away with some of the mass of that, and so is therefore more believable. You've still got the weight, but it's being displaced. Whereas do it that way and it's like literally making a total mockery of, in my opinion, of believability. Your mind's like shrieking out that that's not right. You might not understand physics perfectly, but yeah, well, I certainly don't. I understand quite a bit. I'm watching Superman and people explaining physics of what would happen when you get that kind of pressure and all that. Let's try and get this a little bit more, to try and square these off without pushing these off centre. Yeah, that's not bad. I can see the equal amount on both. Drop that down and push, and it's going to push me backwards, and then we're going to go forwards. It is moving. Oh, I need to, yeah, counter with a bit of right pressure. And again, we're not lifting, we're pushing. It's a different kind of physics, far more believable. The force required to do this is still tremendous, but not... Oh, I'm actually, yeah, you're not actually doing anything. You're pushing the entire thing now. But I do love it. I do, yeah, this is my type of... this is why I'm not a massive... Reset has got its place when things get stuck and all the rest of it. Oh, that is a bit bizarre, but hey-ho, it's yeah... Crunched it up against it. Let's go over here and we'll bring the truck across. I don't think I've ever done more than 3 on one trailer, or have I done 4? I may have done. Yeah, I don't think I've done any more than that. I truly don't. Yeah, so crossways. Alright, and now let's bring the mountain to Muhammad rather than Muhammad to the mountain. Absolutely. Oh, I'm flying still. I've not switched flying off. I thought, I'm sure I'm a little high. I was. Yeah, there was bound to be a crisscross. Of course, they had to crash into each other at some point. I was watching them and I was like thinking, why are they not coming back onto camera? What's gone wrong? And then I thought, oh, you know what's going to happen. And I thought, yeah, I do. They're going to have transport lines. And they're both going to be at a Mexican standoff. Right, now then. Yeah. Luckily, it shouldn't affect me too much. Right, last one. I think we can just about put the straps on this. Yeah, it seems to be quite good with 3 of them. So, yeah, I'm well chuffed. This nearly 4. It's quite tremendous. That is going to be. I think they're about 50 grand at the very best, and we are going to be selling these at their very best, 50 to 60, I think. But then this is hard economy, so it's not going to be anywhere near that. You are forgetting. I am actually. This is true. Now move this out of the way. We don't want to be grabbing this. So next session we've fed the animals on that this session, so we'll take this over to the animals and let's go and, in fact, here will do. It's close, and hopefully the door, I'll do that off camera, shut that door because it is annoying me a lot, and we will strap this down and see how heavy that is. 75 ton. Mind you, when you think of, I've seen a lot of lorries with humongous great bales that must be in the hundreds of tons. So yeah, it seems unbelievable, but then in real life, they really do look massive trailers of bales. So it keeps on losing traction. I think it's my gamepad, if I'm honest, or a combination. Right, so 4 bales. Let's have a quick look. Last thing. Yeah, it is very strange seeing it. I've never seen ever that kind of glitch on Farming Simulator. Never in FS19 and FS. Right, let's have a look. So we did look at cotton already. Best possible price. Yeah, that's 50-odd thousand each, isn't it? Ooh, hang on, the price is going down. But it does say the max month's March. So I think, yeah, it's going to go down and then it's going to go back up. So we could sell it now and get about what I would expect to, that's not bad actually. Oh, it is. That's 25,000 each. Yeah, that is quite awful actually. I'm used to getting 50,000, but yeah, max price is 1,389. So max value is 105,078. We're not actually losing a lot, are we? I think we're going to do it for a hit. We can, yeah. Right, let's do it. Let's do it. Right, so where is that sold at? Yeah, where is that best price? Please tell me. It is at the spinnery. Where are you, spinnery? Please tag that place. Alright, let's go and see. I can't see the beam of light. Let's look on the actual proper map then and see what's flashing. Of course it's going to be at the bottom. Oh, I can't see anything. Have I got... Oh, I was set on Missy B's map. I was moaning about this. It's me. I'll have switched it off. Oh. I was wondering why I couldn't go visit anywhere on the map because there were no blue icons. And I thought, oh, perhaps Missy B. And it's not Missy B at all. It is, as always, Mr. Smith. Now, who is flashing? Well, I can't see anybody flashing at all. Let's go back. I can't see you flashing at all. And you are still tagged. This is me. It's weird, in editing I often say things like that. And then you look again and you see... Well, I can't. I'm sorry, but I can't see any flashing at all. Biomass. grain. That's animal. Bales, better earth. Sell everything. I'm surprised sell everything's not. Well, I'm totally at a loss as to say where the I cannot see any kind of flashing at all, nor can I actually do it. So I'm gonna do a bit of ferreting, and I'm gonna go wandering on the map, and I shall restart the cameras again once I can actually find something. Otherwise, we're gonna go. How much did they sell anywhere? Sell everything. Let's have a quick look. The prices in that on this, Mr. Smith's. Right, cotton. 1276, spinnery 1324. Where are you? Yeah, I'm going to take a bit of a hit on that, aren't I? Right, anyway, yeah, that's my problem. I am going to see you at the spinnery if we can find it. See you shortly. Aha! I can see the green beam of light. It's over there somewhere. Whoa, I wish I'd have had the cameras on a little bit. I have done quite a bit of tricky driving because this is not the easiest of things. It is a bit wide, and I had to come around the corner where the shop is, and I do not know how I avoided the mass of traffic that suddenly appeared. And coming over the bridge, I had to go where I took the entire bridge up because this is just so wide. Yeah, I can just about scrape by without hitting the cars. It is quite challenging. Yes, I certainly set myself up. So somewhere over there. Why does it not appear on the map? It really didn't. So I'm glad anyway we found it. That's the main thing. Let's get this sold before the value drops through the floor, because I've got to be honest, I think there's going to be rather a glut of cotton sailing, so I'm wanting to get in before my neighbours do, before they send the price plummeting, because supply and demand. I think this area is unfortunately going to have rather a lot of cotton, which has drastic consequences unless you're lucky enough to be one of the first people. And looking at these fields, I think we are going to be one of the first people to sell, because most of these people are going to try and sell in March. Whereas we've looked and the price is high for this time of year. So yeah, we are wink. Yeah, we are really going to be before everybody else, and they're going to be thinking that, aha, what a fool. And I'm going to be thinking, no, you wait till you try and sell yours with all of the, everything that's, ooh, now that is going to be fun. Yeah, don't mind me, you just, I drive, yeah. They can't read the fact that you were going to swing in. Right, we're going to need to oh, actually, no, it's a reverse job. Definitely a reverse job. And I'm hoping that these are low enough on this trailer to be read. Yeah, because that is important. Otherwise, let's unstrap now. I think we are reasonably safe. Oh, he says, hold your horses gently. Gently does it. Indicator. Right. No. We're going to need to. Yeah, we're going to take the side of the spinnery out, and I think they'll be charging us damages. Yeah, we need to be slowly, sedately turning around. Oh, and it's spinning around that way. Oh, okay. I hope that is the spot that you actually take it, because otherwise we are in serious trouble. Well, it looks about right. Right, that should. Okay. Let's just check. Because we all know that it's not always exactly where the green thing... Right, okay, let's switch on. Let's be sensible for a minute. Let's switch these on. Well, to me, this suggests that although the spinnery is here, that there's something not quite right with the spinnery. because it is not making any attempt to buy our stuff. So I think we're going to have to go to the cell anyway. There's not even an icon to say that this is the spinnery. So I think it's out of business, and I think we're going to have to go to the so that's why it wasn't appearing on the map. Because although the spinnery person has left, yeah, they've left the business. What is that one over there? Please save my bacon. Really don't want to be charging up to the top of the mountain. What are you right next door to me? Oh, Grain-Rich Valley. Do you actually buy Grain-Rich Valley? 1,302. That's not a bad price. The answer to this question is, Mr. Smith, please check you have nothing behind you, and we can, yeah, sneakily go in that way, I think. So we're not gonna lose an awful lot. It could have been an awful lot worse. Yes, the spinnery person, the local spinnery, is out of business. Perhaps no. There should have been a. It is true, right? So we need to go and fetch the telehandler. Right. Okay. I'm going to see you shortly. Typical. I push it backwards and now it is actually doing it. I went all the way over and it didn't, and now I reversed after bringing the telehandler down here, and hey presto, now it's selling. So right, let's try it. Easy way first. Yeah. Yeah, that's... And we're getting an environmental bonus as well. Do you know, seriously? After me dragging my telehandler down. Yeah, well, let's not go too deep into that, as if the aggrieved party, that took you a long time. I'm sure everybody knows how you got the telehandler down here, Mr. Smith. Well, in my defence, yes, it is true. How on earth did I get down here with just a couple of minutes, just like that, other than using the, offending item? Well, that is impressive. I am quite impressed with that. That was a good profit. I do love doing a cotton harvest. Right, anyway, let's switch zone markers off, and I am still flying. I am, it's true. Zone markers off. Yeah, we did very well out of that. And let us do that. I shall. Oh, it's doing that moving thing. It is. Right, I shall. I'm going to say my goodbyes. I will manually take this up to the top though, so that the farm has its telehandler and yeah, the 82 Studios super duper truck as well. The TLX, right, and I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. One more session and we will know how we've done. Remember though, even though we don't sell the fields anymore, that we are really, we've got 1 million on top of that. Truthfully, if we were coming out of farming, yeah, we've got 1 million. Now I don't include my equipment anymore because the second hand or the sales feature so heavily, and we have got an awful lot. It is a bit of a mockery of how good this equipment is, because it's well maintained, but on paper has no value, whereas really any farmer would snap your hand off for such good equipment, well maintained, from a good name like myself. Anyway, yes, one more session. So I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I truly do hope you stick with me to the end, and I'm going to say goodbye for now. And I'm not resetting. Absolutely not. This is actually a bit of a travesty, because when you consider I'm not just what are you doing? Trying to... It's an insurance scam, that's what it is. They're trying to stop and make you crash into the back of them. Yeah. It is far harder to, in my opinion, when you think you're resetting the telehandler, you're not. You're also resetting the big bag winch and the free flow weight, and you're also doing the TLX, its back, and the thing itself. When you start resetting 7 or 8 irons, it's faffy, and then things get lost and they get in the way, or they go into a tree, and then it becomes actually counterproductive to reset one item when it's got into trouble, or to save you like charging the telehandler halfway across the map when the cameras aren't on, I might add. Yes, I mean, I do try to maintain the utmost professionalism on camera, But yes, I've never made any bones of trying to insult anybody's intelligence to say that I don't use resets for that type of thing. I do. I just don't like to break. If there's a challenge where I can get out of it without using a reset, I like that. Excellent. Right, well, we can sort this out because we just need to, yeah. And then we need to flip like so. And the telehandler is, in my personal opinion, one of the bestest ones for being able to flip, because yeah, this was one of those tricks that I learned very early on, was that when you put your well, you can flip anyway with almost anything just by, but the weights actually add quite a lot of hard, yeah, they actually stabilize you to the point where you can push these into the ground like that when you're on the ground, and you tilt them and it puts the counter pressure in the earth and makes you spin a little bit. And that's why, yeah, with a bit of practice, and I have had lots of practice at that you can almost tip anything back. Yeah, I used to have that mod where that you tip yourself, but I think that was in FS19, and I never used it, but I always managed, except for there were a couple of tractors. I'm flying again. Let's switch flying off. Let's come down to terra firma with a bump. Yeah, 294,333. All we have left to do is the big digestate run. Oh, and it is actually, yeah, and there's still 63 tons of silage, and I think there is a little bit left in here. So there'll be one more of those sessions where we are doing, no, oh no, there is 235 tons of silage. So we're definitely going to go all the way through November, probably through December. We've got to get to, yeah, it will pretty much be a rinse repeat of last session. Do I do that? Yeah, I do, because I like to see at this stage, I've always said this, chain of evidence. I don't do it because it's really totally interesting. I do it so that you can see the money tick up naturally, where there's no me coming in and out, stopping cameras, doing something, bringing something in, and boosting the amount of money up. You can see exactly where I am in the stream, so you don't have to watch it all. I did say that on Attingham when I did that 1.75 million tons of silage and sold it. I didn't expect everyone to watch it, but if you took the time to watch that from start to finish, you will see there's no cheating, and that's chain of evidence, like a CSI. It really is as simple as that. So at this stage, it's very important that I do this properly. So yeah, it's that's the point. I might actually be able to put a bit more in, not a lot though, because it's only been a couple of hours. In fact, only, yeah, is it 1 hour? Yeah, it was actually, yeah, 1 hour, because we had 2 harvesters. So amazing. Right, anyway, yes, I hope I see you in the last episode of Stone Valley. I shall be very sad. This has been a fantastic map, and we've had some ups and downs. Yeah, we've had weevils twice, yeah, affecting our crops. We've lost crops. Yeah, we've got a bit of battling going on with the 2 productions. I think that's what it is, where they're fighting each other, and it's meaning that this isn't producing. Yeah, we've got stuff sticking in it. Of course we'll get the value of that, but it's not the same as selling our drink that we should be selling. Yeah, out of space, and it isn't out of space, it isn't at all. So yeah, it's selling, unless, yes, I might have a go off camera to decipher this truthfully, to see if it is me and it's distributing. No, it's not. The oat drink and the soy drink are selling. We checked this a couple of sessions ago. Yeah, we did. So there's something that's gone wrong, and there's nothing I can do about it. But the bottom line is there will be a value to those on the. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's put our money where our mouth is. On this, it should say oats and that, and still give me a value. So I'm not going to lose out on paper. There's still. Oh, it doesn't show actually. Okay, we may have to do some jiggery pokery to actually look at the value of that's in there and actually sell it. You're right, it isn't appearing in the thing because it's, yeah, sort of stuck, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's 47 tons of, I mean, there's a lot in there. 47 tons of oats and 38 tons of soybeans. Is quite amazing. There isn't anything glaringly obvious like I've not got water. No, no, you've not. Your potatoes won't be doing. This is true. Yeah, so it isn't me for once. It is a production clash of some sort, something weird going on. So, yeah. Anyway, enough waffling. Yeah, I'm going to say goodbye for now.